Guys, Ryan here. I'm in the Thanks.io dashboard, and I'd had a real estate agent ask me for help creating a probate letter. So, a letter to send out for people who he was getting as leads from the courthouse for homes that are in probate. And I wrapped my head around it a little bit, and I Googled around. I looked on YouTube. There are some real estate investors out there giving away probate templates, but it didn't make a lot of sense to me. All of the angles that were being taken were basically like, hey, I know somebody died. And they tried to be really sensitive about it. But, when you and your family are ready to sell the house, I'm here and I can close fast. Which got me thinking, those people are probably going to get a lot of those letters because they're hitting databases, for people selling those leads, or they're at the courthouse. And I was thinking that a better approach to take might be a more general one that may help you stand apart from the crowd. So the script that I came up with was, if you're considering selling your property at address, please give me a call or text. So it leads right away with the call to action, right? And the phone number. We have a few active investor clients who are actively looking to buy in the area. So this is true of almost any agent. If it's not true and you don't feel comfortable signing on that house and you don't have buyers, just reword that. But usually if you're active, you probably are going to have people in the area. These investors can buy your property as is with cash and can close quickly within a few weeks. So what you're doing is you're borrowing from the investor kind of angle that investors usually use, where they can close fast, and you probably know people who can do this to give that hook of, look, it can be a fast, painless sale. But it transitions here and says, hey, if you're not looking to sell very fast and have time to wait for top dollar, I'd enjoy the chance to tell you more about my team's unique approach to marketing properties like yours. Again, the call to action, just call or text me anytime. So we get the call to action in there twice at the beginning of the letter. And in the meantime, feel free to scan the QR code at the bottom of this letter to see an automated estimate of what a buyer might pay for your property in today's market. And of this, of course, will be whatever seller valuation tool you happen to be using. You're going to provide that link up here, right here in the QR code section. So actually, let me just put one in here. Mine is ryanhartman.foreverrealestate.com/sell.php, whatever tool you're using. And then I'll click out. And what it does is it'll put the QR code in the actual letter. So let me just click out. It takes a minute for it to load sometimes. I always forget that I need to modify, even if it's just adding a space for it to get the code to scan. But it scans down here, and then and that's that. So what this looks like, I'll just kind of complete the story for you. Let me save the message template. What this will do is you can have it go out with your letterhead, right? And you have a number of options. You can come in, for example, and you can build a list. So let me go to mailing lists here, and I can do a radius search and do all the people, if you have a probate list, of course you'd use that, but I could do all the people who are possibly underwater within a certain amount of area around a location. So here's my home address. I'll send this to my neighborhood, to people who are possibly underwater. I won't include condos. And then I can click and I can buy the mailing list for $5 a record, and it'll add it right here to our mailing list section. And then the next thing I can do, as that loads up, it usually takes a few seconds, loads my list up for me. And then I can click on the send now, and I'm going to go send a window list letter, so it feels a little bit more like an advertisement. I'm going to click on my letterhead, which I built using the branding builder tool. There's a tool in Thanks.io, just really quickly threw my logo up. I kind of grabbed the bad version of the logo. It's kind of blue there. But I'm just going to go money follows speed, right? So it's got my email. It's got my phone number on it. I'm going to click continue. I'll choose that message template that I just wrote, like so. Here we go. Let's let it render out. And you can see the completed version. Let me get my face out of the way here. It's just a nice, clean looking letter. It looks at a glance like I wrote it. It's got the blue ink. You can set your ink in the settings. It's got my information, and it's got the QR code right there. So if they scan that to check the value of their house, I'll receive a notice. And then it says, P.S. If you do scan the QR code, my system will automatically mail you a $5 gift card as a thank you for taking time to read this letter today. That's a little extra bribe that I added in there to see if I get more of a response. You can do that or not do it. That will require you to build an additional zap that says anytime it's scanned, you use Zapier, send another letter. It's a little extra work, but Thanks.io is capable of handling that, and I am going to actually implement that. I'll probably do a separate video about it. But of course, you can pull the PS out. It's good to have a PS in general, even if you do PS. I realize you might not be looking to sell right now. If that's the case, please just save this letter or feel free to forward it to a friend. You can do a little extra there other than the funny bribe, the $5 gift card. That's that. I'll put the script of this letter somewhere near where you're watching this. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in the description. If you're a member of the Wake Up Real Estate community, it should be somewhere where you're watching this as well. If you're not in the Wake Up Real Estate community, go ahead and join. It's wakeup.realestate, www.wakeup.real estate. You can get in there and find more resources like this one. Thanks a lot, and definitely go create your thanks.io account if you don't have one as well. All right, have a good one.